Hey guys, Stalvin here, playing some red-green walls in Pauper. This opening hand seems fine. We'll definitely keep it. Should we start off with the Rugged Highlands or the Wall of Vines? If our opponent plays a turn 1 Delver, it'll definitely be Wall of Vines. Wow, he does play a turn 1 Delver. I was thinking of saying that even before he played the island. If he flips the Delver, he'll kill my Wall of Vines. I think it's probably best we just play Rugged Highlands and go from there. That'll allow me to play Overgrown Battlement turn 2. And then turn 3 I can play Tangle Cord, Wall of Vines, tap for 3, play Axebane Guardian. And then maybe turn 4 or 5, start getting in them beats. He flips Delver with Counterspell, which is really unfortunate. Plays an Evolving Wilds, cracks it. He's getting a mountain or an island. Another island. Fuel for his counterspell. As long as he doesn't counter Vent Sentinel, I think we'll be okay. He gets in for 3, sends us to 18. Is there a follow-up? Nope. Alright, well, I guess we'll play a forest here. And play Overgrown Battlement. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps, so now he's got Counterspell up. But I feel like it's a lot worse since we know it exists in his hand. He plays a regular mountain that's not snow covered. That's interesting. It's very curious. Goes to combat. Gets in for 3. I need Wall of Tangle Cord actually, with mana backup. So that would be a really good card for me to play. Perhaps I should have played that while he was tapped out. Oh, he taps his mana. Okay, Thermal Alchemist. I think I may just play Wall of Tangle Cord with green mana backup. I think that'd probably be the best route to hold back that Delver. He plays the Ponder. Just waiting to see if he shuffles or not. He chooses not to shuffle, which is really scary. Let's see. I think I definitely want to play Wall of Tangle Cord here. We'll play my one and only island. I think what I want to do here, if I play Wall of Tangle Cord, then I'll be able to tap my Overgrown Battlement for 2 mana and just play Wall of Vines. It's suboptimal, but I need to be blocking that Delver. So I guess we'll go at it like this. Okay. Play the Wall of Vines, and we'll go ahead and pass the turn here, leaving up our green mana for the wall. So at this point, we really want to be able to slam out our Vent Sentinels, but he has Counterspell up. Okay, he plays Killing Fiend. It's kind of scary. But he does tap his second island. Maybe he has another island to play. Nope, he goes to combat. Does he attack in with his Delver? He does not. So we definitely need to keep at least one green up every turn. Alright, play our island, or our land rather. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to work with. I think Vent Sentinel might be a good one now that he's tapped out. Let's go for that. Play the Vent Sentinel and pass the turn. Hopefully the Vent Sentinel will do something here. Hopefully he doesn't have like a, I don't know, some way to remove it or bounce it. I'm sure he has it in his deck, but hopefully he doesn't have it in his hand. Alright, we'll give our wall reach till end of turn for no real reason. And pass turn. Hopefully he doesn't Vapor Snag our Wall of Tanglecord here. Nope, he didn't. Okay. Hopefully he thinks we've already played our big bomb, so he taps his island, so he doesn't have Counterspell. That's our hope here. He taps his island, perfect, but he could draw another one. So we need to keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and auto-yield to these two here, because there's nothing we can do to interact with them. The Killing Fiend is at 4 power, so unfortunately it gets to come through, because I'm not going to block it with the Vent Sentinel. I'm not going to block it with the wall, because I'm blocking the Delver with the wall. Unless if the Killing Fiend stays at 4 and our opponent taps out, then I guess I'll block the Killing Fiend, but I don't see that line happening. Hopefully our opponent isn't setting up a Thunderous Wrath for his next turn. Alright, our opponent puts the 2 cards back on the top of his deck, plays another Brainstorm. That's interesting. Killing Fiend goes up. Let's see if he misses the trigger to hit me with his Thermal Alchemist. Nope, he didn't miss it. Alright, so it looks like we're not going to get counterspelled next turn anyway. Plays an Evolving Wilds. Probably going to crack it. He probably did that trick where you get rid of your bad cards and you shuffle your deck up. I love that trick. Plays Mountain. So his Killing Fiend is a 7/2. I kind of want to block it with my Wall of Vines. It's very tempting. I think I may, you guys. Let's see, next turn, let's say I do block and it dies, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available, because I need 1 for the wall of Tanglecord. So then I can just go double Axebane Guardian, or maybe Vent Sentinel since he's tapped out. I think this is a good decision for me to block this. Yeah. It prevents 7 damage. So I think it's definitely worth it here. Actually, I have less mana than that to play with because I need to activate Vent Sentinel's ability. So 3 mana I can't use. Alright, so let's do some math. I need 3 mana for the Vent Sentinel in the wall. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to play with. My opponent is tapped out. He doesn't have counterspell. So I think I am going to use my mana to the max here and just play a Vent Sentinel. And be happy with that. Okay, it lands. So we'll go ahead and pass the turn. See what our opponent can do. Probably a lot. He really fine-tuned his hand. Pings me with a Thermal Alchemist. Kind of feel a lightning bolt coming my way too. Nope. So our opponent has to make some pretty decisive moves here, because he's going to start taking a lot of damage from these Vent Sentinels. Because next turn, I'm going to have a bunch of mana to play even more defenders. He pings me for 1. He goes to combat. Probably going to attack in with the Killing Fiend, which is really scary because it can just explode out of nowhere. He attacks him with the Delver and the Killing Fiend. I think I'm going to block the Killing Fiend, you guys. I think if I don't block the Killing Fiend, I could be dead here. He has 5 cards. Let's say he can cast, let's say 3 at most, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I gotta block the Killing Fiend, unfortunately. Alright. Block. Okay. And then I'm gonna activate Vent Sentinel before damage. 2 any pump spells though. I'm not gonna activate it unless he pumps. Otherwise I'll just wait till use in response to something. Okay. Alright, then I just take 8. That's interesting. He has counterspell mana up now. He uses Lightning Bolt. Was I dead either way, probably? So, I was right on the Lightning Bolt. He was considering using Lightning Bolt last turn, and I guess he wanted to use it as a combat trick with his Killing Fiend. So I'm down to 4. He pinged me with his Thermal Alchemist. If this is a Lightning Bolt, I'm just dead. Yep, I'm just dead. He got it. Because the Lightning Bolt hits me for 3, and then the Thermal Alchemist hits me for another 1. So we'll go ahead and concede. Let's see. What can we use here? Flame Slash is definitely good. Stone Rain can be good too. Because like he only had 1 mountain that whole game. Let's bring in 2 Stone Rains. Let's take out... I think Lobber Crew is too slow. I think Wall of Vines is probably not good because it doesn't block Delvers. This is mostly for like Skyfishers and Mold Drifters. We can take out one of those maybe. Take out a Torch. Do we want One-Eyed Scarecrow? Makes Delver a bit worse, but I'd rather just kill Delver with the Flame Slash or block it. Spider Silk Armor is not bad. I think I like what we have though. Maybe bring in a Stone Rain. I like the idea of Stone Rain. We'll take out a Wall of Vines. I know we're going down a bunch of defenders, 5 here, but I think all in all, what we have here is probably going to be better. Stone Rain would have been awesome last game, and his deck plays such little lands, I think it'll be good here too. We got 1 land. It's not even green. It is a red, so we have a removal spell. Oh boy, you guys. If we draw a forest, we're in good shape. If not, we're in terrible shape, though. Torch is far away from being good. I think we have to mulligan this. It just doesn't do enough. This hand's good. We'll keep this hand. Mountain to the bottom. We don't need more land at this point. We will play Rugged Highlands first and pass the turn. So next turn we'll play Vine, and turn after that, probably Axebane Guardian most likely. Opponent just plays an Izzet Guildgate, passes a turn, and we're gonna play our Vine and pass the turn back to him. So next turn we'll have 3 mana. I think we should play Axebane Guardian here. I want to have mana up so that I can cast a few creatures with Lead the Stampede. Opponent passes a turn, no play, so he probably has Counterspell. I suppose we can just fish it out with the Axebane Guardian. I mean, if he has Counterspell, it is what it is. I'd rather him counter Axebane Guardian than Lead the Stampede or Ball of Tanglecord, because Tanglecord's going to help block Delver. So he can counter this if he wants. Should I play around Daze? Or should I play a tapped land? I think I'm going to play around Daze. Play Axebane Guardian. And he's probably going to counter this, which we expect it. He should honestly hold his counters for just Vent Sentinel, because from what he's seen last game, Vent Sentinel is my only win condition. So I think countering any spells other than Vent Sentinel is a little ambitious, but he does, and we're actually happy for that. Because like I said, I'd rather him use his counter up on that than Lead the Stampede or Wall of Tanglecord. So we'll be okay for that. I really want to Stone Rain this Izzet Guildgate. I think we'd be in really, really good shape if we did that. Thermal Alchemist, alright. If we draw a Stone Rain here, it's going to be great for us, I think. I'd love to draw Stone Rain. But as it sets, I'm using Lead the Stampede next turn as we have it. If we draw a Stone Rain, we definitely will use it on this Guildgate. He plays an Evolving Wilds. Doesn't crack it. Okay. Vent Sentinel. Well, I could play him, and he'd land because he doesn't have counter spells. Or he doesn't have the mana for it anyway. But I think I want to go with Lead the Stampede here, guys. I think I need to draw some creatures. And Lead the Stampede is really important to resolve too. It's right up there with Vent Sentinel. We're going to go with Lead the Stampede though. It's really important that this resolves. Two Axebane Guardians and a Wall of Vines. Okay. We'll play our Guildgate, play our Wall of Vines, and pass the turn. He didn't crack his Evolving Wilds, probably because he has a Brainstorm. I think that's more likely than him just forgetting. He probably just wanted to hit his land drop. There's the Brainstorm we were expecting. I really want my Flame Slash so that I can slash this Thermo Alchemist. It'd be really cool if Vent Sentinel said deal that damage to target creature or player. Being able to hit creatures with this would be really cool. Probably a little overpowered at that point for a common. Next turn we're going to have 5 mana. If he doesn't have Counterspell mana open, then I'll play Vent Sentinel. If he does have Counterspell mana open, then I'll play Axebane Guardian. Plus Wall of Vines. Or Wall of Tanglecord here. He's probably going to crack the Evolving Wilds now to get rid of that stuff on the top of his deck. He plays a Delver. So he's not going to have exact Counterspell mana open. Actually, he probably isn't going to crack his Evolving Wilds because he's probably going to let his Delver flip off the top card of his deck. And then maybe after that he flips, or he cracks Evolving Wilds. Looks like he has another 1 blue mana spell. Because he tapped his Thermo Alchemist. Yeah, Ponder, okay. So he's going to be tapped out for our turn. If I draw Stone Rain, it's definitely going to the Guild Gate. If I don't draw Stone Rain, I'm going to have 5 mana and I'm going to use Vent Sentinel. I'm going to play Vent Sentinel. Even though he's going to have a flipped Delver, I think getting this Vent Sentinel down while he doesn't have Counterspell Magic is the priority here. He does not shuffle his library. Passes a turn. Alright, what do we get? Wall of Tanglecord. Well, I think I'm going to stick with my plan and play Vent Sentinel while he doesn't have counter magic. I think that's probably the best route here. His Delver is going to flip. His Delver is for sure going to flip. Maybe I should just play Wall of Tanglecord and play it slow. The longer the game goes on, the better off I'll be, right? I could play 2 Wall of Tanglecords and still have a green open to block with. I think we'll do that, I suppose. Alright, we'll do it the safe route. This will stop a lot of damage from the Delver. So, we'll roll with this. Because the Delver's definitely going to flip. He's done too many cantrip abilities. Oh my goodness. He just cracked his Evolving Wilds and his shuffling his deck. Maybe his Delver never was going to flip? I find that hard to believe. Maybe he just isn't concerned with it flipping anymore because of the Wall of Tanglecords? Let's see if it flips. If he draws, if it's a counter spell, okay, it's Spell Pierce. I'm not sure if I would reveal this. Because a flipped Delver isn't going to do anything with my Wall of Tanglecords up. Unless he has some kind of trick that I don't know about. But the Wall of Tanglecords is going to block Delver all day. So I kind of feel that having a secret counterspell is... I feel like he's better off with that than a flipped Delver. I think he just has a handful of counterspells at this point. He passes a turn. We'll play a mountain. And I think we're going to try and fish out a counterspell here with Axebane Guardian. And this is counter target non-creature spell. We need to keep that in mind. It's non-creature. Alright, so... I don't think I can play the other X-Bane Guardian because I only have 3 mana, and I need to leave mana open to block Delver. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. And I'm sure our opponent has in-step shenanigans for us. Pings us for 1. I'd be surprised if that's it. I'd actually be really surprised. Lightning Bolt to the face. Alright, and we get lucky. He doesn't ping us again with his Thermal Alchemist. We should be at 13, but we're not. He goes up to 5 cards in hand, plays another Thermal Alchemist. He doesn't attack. Passes a turn. He's got Counterspell Magic up. We have a Stone Rain. I think we should fish out that Counterspell with the Stone Rain and then play Vent Sentinel. Yeah, let's go for that. He's definitely going to counter this. If he has it anyway. We have X-Bane Guardian though, so we have all the mana in the world to stop the Spell Pierce. This has to be straight up Counterspell, I think. It also stops Mana Leak. He pings me for 1. And he uses Spell Pierce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 mana. 5. In total, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have 5, 6, 7. Perfect. We'll go ahead and tap the X-Bane Guardian for, we'll say, 2 red and the rest green. And we're going to pay for this. Alright, we're going to pay we're going to pay 1 green and 1 red for this. Because we only need 1 red mana up. Pay the 2, yes. Red. Stone Rain. Alright, so we get the Stone Rain. That's pretty good. And then we're also going to get the Vent Sentinel. Interesting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Alright, so we can take out the Spell Pierce there. And I think that's good. We can go ahead and pass the turn. I think that was a pretty good turn. He's going to start taking 6 a turn here. Actually, next turn we're going to cast the X-Bane Guardian. He's going to take 7. So we're feeling pretty good with that. That'll even the score up, as it sets right now anyway. I think Stone Raining that land was a pretty good move. He pings us with the Thermal Alchemists. He may have a Flame Slash for our Vent Sentinel, which would be really destructive. He goes to combat. Doesn't attack. He just passes the turn. I wonder why he taps his Thermal Alchemist. Let's play Wall of Vines. He doesn't counter it. Let's play X-Bane Guardian. If I was him, I probably wouldn't counter this. As I said, Vent Sentinel is really the only thing worth counterspelling. But he does counter it. I guess he feels it's more important. go ahead and pass the turn. We're going to activate Vincent's ability at the end of turn. He's got me at 9, so that's kind of scary. We're going to hit him for 7 at his end step. And then 7 the next turn, so that'll be 14. That'll put him at 6. So it's pretty close. Oh, we only have to hit him like 3 times. But he's going to be doing a lot of damage to us meanwhile. Uh-oh. Pings us for twice with his Thermal Alchemists. Uses a Brainstorm, so he's going to hit us for 2 more. We need to draw a torch. That's exactly what we need. We need to draw a torch so that we can win much quicker than 3 turns. I actually need, I think, Pulsive Marasa in this deck. Our opponent's under 4 minutes now. He's hitting us for 5. If this is a lightning bolt, we're just dead. It is. That's really unfortunate. He got this game. We were really close, though. We were only like maybe 2 turns away. And unfortunately, we didn't have a torch coming up until way later on. But it is what it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.